In 2021, Tina Osterink, who is our city staff liaison for the Urban Forestry Subcommittee, came to our meeting with an invitation to participate in the Hiroshima Peace Tree Project, which was occurring and had been occurring for years in the state of Oregon. I contacted Jim Card to see if there was interest in them, the Japanese Garden, participating in the project, and of course it just seemed like a natural addition to the whole concept of Japanese garden. And in the fall then of 2021, I actually picked up or selected ginkgo seedling from Jim Gersbach, who is with the Oregon Department of Forestry. And I picked it up at his home in Portland, and it was only about 2 feet tall at the time. So I thought it would be pretty small to put out in a public setting that early. So I actually kept it, sort of nursed it for almost a full year at my wrote a grant for the development of the Peace Tree Plaza. There were over 140 hours of volunteer time that went into the creation of this space. And in terms of creation of the mound and the path and bringing in the plant material and of the rocks. And we heard that many of the Japanese immigrants who settled in Gresham actually came from the Hiroshima area, the prefecture. The ginkgo, since it's been planted, and it was only about 3 feet tall. When I selected the ginkgo tree from the Oregon Department of Forestry, there were a number of them available, and I chose this particular one because I think you may see in photographs later or in visiting that there is a very dominant cleft or even multiple clefts in the leaf of this particular ginkgo, and that's somewhat unusual because most of the ginkgo leaves tend to be more fan-like and often even on the edges. The other interesting thing is that since it's a seedling from one of the surviving trees in Hiroshima, we don't know if it's a male or female because the actual sex of the tree is not really known until it's about 12 or 13. So after the dedication of this particular plaza, in the months that followed, there was further discussion about whether we should erect a peace pole, because some cities in Oregon that had the peace tree had a peace pole as an additional component to the space. And we said that we thought a sculpture might be more appropriate. So I wrote a grant then for enhancement grant, City of Gresham enhancement grant, and actually received the highest rating of all of the submissions that particular year in 2023. And the grant was for just around $9,000. And that would pay then for the sculpture that Rick Caswell in Troutdale created, for this garden, which stands behind me now. The sculpture, which shows two koi sort of swimming and harmony in a circle, which I think clearly represents the whole concept of peace and people working collaboratively and jointly together around the world. Gresham is one of 38 Oregon cities that have an Hiroshima Peace Tree.